guys, this is Kat,
And Sam.
and this is Selvage Knits. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know it's been a little while, and I know we are constantly saying that. I feel like it's sort of a thing on social media now. People kind of overexerting themselves and feeling the need to constantly keep engaged and stay relevant and constantly
It's
posting,
hard.
regardless of everything going on in their life. And I don't know if that's necessarily healthy. And as much as
We would love for this to be our full-time job.
we do still have families and kids, and there's a lot going on. And this time of year, especially for my family, is sort of a tough time. So I do apologize for the delay, and thank you so much for your patience. I wanted to start out on that line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying thank you, not just for your patience, but also if you have been following us on Instagram, if you've been following me on Instagram or Magpie Fibers, you might have seen the reason why this is sort of a hard time. And just all of the kindness that everybody has put out into the world
In his name.
has been a huge, I don't have the words to express my gratitude to you guys, and for every person who has reached out to me, for every person who has given back, who's shared a smile, who has spread a smile and an act of kindness in memory of Miles.
It's amazing.
It's
It's really amazing.
And I just want to say thank you again.
It was a really cool thing. And yeah, definitely go follow that hashtag, Spreading Miles of Smiles.
In that
Same thing.
same vein of the words and the things that I'm gonna say, Damie from Magpie Fibers put out and again, if you've been following, a special colorway called Milestone, and all of the profits from this yarn this month are going to Children's Hospital to help other families. And my family, we had, it was a very tragic situation that brought us to Children's Hospital 4 years ago, but it was still an amazing experience, which I know sounds crazy.
No.
But every nurse and doctor, every support staff member there, every person we came in contact with was amazing and wonderful and supportive. And they weren't just taking care of my son, they were taking care of me. And I was 8 months pregnant at the time. They were taking care of my husband and my children and anyone who came to visit.
They were amazing.
They were, I can't say enough positive things about how wonderful Children's Hospital is. So
Any money
going towards them will be well spent. And I mean, this colorway is kind of, despite the sentimental value, it is pretty amazing.
It's a really beautiful color.
Gorgeous. Damie
She does so great with her speckles.
did such a wonderful speckle. And again, supporting a good cause. If you want to find that on Magpie Fibers website, we'll have a link if you're still interested, because it's for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
And we have decided, moving forward, we would love to see what you're making with the Milestone colorway.
Yes.
Again, it means a lot to me and my family, and I don't necessarily...
I also think that just, seeing random acts of kindness sparks more stuff, and it just reaches more people. It's the whole pay it forward thing, and I think other people being able to follow and see it can just keep things going. And, while of course it means so much to you and your family and to those close to you, it can mean something to every single person, because as that ripple keeps going out, that's going to be awesome. So we definitely are going to be setting up sorry.
No, it's fine. I've got 5 skeins here of the color, and I've got all sorts of plans for what I'm going to be making with it. I think I'm going to do Christmas outfits for my kids. I think both boys are going to get like a sweater vest.
Yes.
And the girls, I'm going to do like a colored yoke for Christmas outfits, Christmas sweaters. But I would love to see what you guys are making with the Milestone colorway. If you have it, we're going to use the hashtag Milestone Makes, and we'll put that here. Milestone Makes.
Yes.
So that you can see it. So that we can all share what we're making with this awesome color of yarn that is doing such great things out in the world.
Yeah.
Additionally, I think we're going to be on Magpie Fibers Ravelry account to share pictures and share patterns and anything that you've decided to make with this, and even just the conversation. If you have a plan, ideas, let's talk about it. We're going to have a thread in the Ravelry group.
Yeah, where people can put up their FOs and all of those types of things, just so we can see what people are making with them. I know someone is making, they're making little socks to donate to hospitals with little tags about what it's for and why. And it's just, there's so much cool stuff out there, and we definitely want to see everything that everybody's doing with it. So
yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. And now we want to talk a little bit about the trip that we got to take to Edinburgh, to the Yarn Festival. It was so exciting, so much fun. We did try to film an episode while we were there, but we were so jet lagged. When we watched through it, we were like,
oh no.
We were like, we cannot put that out. We were so jet lagged.
I was making the most horrifying faces every time she said anything.
We were so tired. We had never been, that was both of us, first time to Europe at all. Had not experienced that level of jet lag ever. So now at least we know what to expect for a second time if we get to go again. But it was so much fun. It was such a cool experience.
It was so good. And we just have to pause for a second and take a look at this. This is her souvenir from Scotland.
This is my souvenir that I got from Scotland.
And I'm super jealous because it's amazing.
Love it. I was really happy with it. And literally, what was that, within 4 hours of landing?
Yeah. Again, we did not have a very good grasp on what jet lag really is.
Yeah, but totally worth it. I love it. It's my favorite souvenir of all time from anywhere I've ever been. So very happy with that. We do have a montage of photos of all the pictures and vendors, and then also some places that we got to visit while we were there in Edinburgh that we would love to put up now.
such a wonderful time. We didn't actually end up spending a lot of money.
Well, it was the whole flying and flying back, and I was trying to be good, and I also have so much in my queue, and I'm trying so hard to get those things finished.
Oh,
because I
absolutely.
really want to make them. So I was really good. I did not spend a lot of money there.
Well, and to be honest, like there's a lot of things and a lot of cool new things I hadn't seen before, but I'm sort of the same way right now. It's like I have so many things, and we've talked about like all that. Like I bought this yarn for this project, and I bought this yarn for this project, and I feel like I need to get through a little bit more before I continue to add to my stash. And while Edinburgh was such an awesome, I said it wrong.
It's okay.
Edinburgh. I really struggle with this. But since and now I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
You were talking about getting your stuff done.
Yes, getting my stuff done.
Yes.
I felt like with the traveling back and forth and the fact that we were trying to keep our luggage really light and not have to
pack a whole bunch.
And
we had just been to Vogue and Stitches West, and we had hauls from there. So we were actually really good, and our husbands were very proud of us.
Well, and also, coming back to the packing thing, though, I packed so much yarn to go.
You did.
I really overestimated my abilities and my knitting time.
I think a lot of people do that because you think like I'm with knitters. I'm gonna get so much knitting done, but then you get there and you're like, there's so much to see and do. You don't get as much done.
In my head, I thought I was gonna do like 3 sweaters on the plane, another 12 on the way back. And it was great.
I mean,
12. I really
you think because you're like, no kids, I have time to sit on the plane and all this stuff is gonna happen, and it just never comes to fruition.
I'm also weird. I'm like a puppy on a plane. I'm like, oh, we're taking off. We're taking off.
And thank God, because I'm literally the exact opposite.
She is.
She is basically my like human form of Xanax on a plane. I'm like rocking back and forth, and she's like, "Let me look out the window," and I'm like, "Can I hold your hand?" So yeah. So I'm really happy that we get to travel together and at least you're not freaking out, and it's just me. Because if both of us are freaking out, that'd be bad. So yeah. Everything was so cool. Where we got to stay was really, really neat.
We were right next to the castle.
Architecture.
Oh yeah, this history nerd here. I got all sorts of.
Yeah, it was
awesome. Such an awesome experience. If you ever have the opportunity to go, highly recommend it.
Yes.
And yeah.
So
up next, what are we doing? What's on our needles? You go first.
Me go first?
You go first.
So, what's on my needles is actually what I purchased from West. I started knitting something in a queue. So I have started knitting the Cumulus blouse, and it's by Petite Knitter. And here it is. It is, first of all, I don't think I've ever knit a V-neck. And I
love a V-neck.
I love a V-neck for myself, and I really loved knitting one, and this one is really nice the way it lines up. I absolutely love it. So this is the Cumulus blouse. It's so soft.
Everybody at Stitches West was wearing this.
Also, everyone knows how I feel about mohair, how we feel about mohair, and this is just mohair held double, and it's freaking magical. It's like a cloud. It's like you said the other day, it's basically like knitting a sock. You can like get this thing down real tiny as a big sweater. Mm-hmm. It's really, really light. But yeah, so this is in Ritual Dyes mohair, which is their Faye, and it is in the iron colorway. I actually had my other two because I actually just ran out. So here it is right here. It's so pretty. Look at that halo, man.
It's good.
The halo is so good. I'm so excited about it. I love like the just like ever so slight variations in the color. It's been such a fun knit, and it's actually, I think, maybe my first, it's a European pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my first European pattern. Is it European? Well, it's not like, you know, like how like most of like the patterns that you get, like they're all like really.
It wasn't
detailed.
originally written in English. It was
right.
Translated.
It was a translated.
I can't remember what it was originally written in.
That's what I should say.
I want to say it's Norwegian, but that could definitely be wrong.
Okay, but it was a translated pattern.
Yes.
So I was like a little bit nervous, but then I started going.
It's a great pattern.
It's a great pattern. It all makes sense. You get it, and then you kind of also get like a little boost of self-confidence. You're like, I do know what I'm doing. I absolutely adore this. I am close to finishing the body, and I just got some sleeves to put on. It's beautiful, and the Ritual Dyes It's so soft. Her stuff is so pretty. I'm a little sad that I have to wait till December for my Zodiac stuff that she's doing. You know, the Zodiac stuff that she's doing.
Ritual dye. She has the Zodiac. Because
I'm December. I'm Sagittarius.
I get mine sooner. I'm Libra, and I'm definitely.
But you're barely sooner.
Barely sooner.
Yeah.
It's not really that
I know.
much
I'm like,
sooner. That much sooner. I don't think that's good English.
That's fine. So yeah. So Ritual dyes. They have that mohair. It's so beautiful. I can't wait. I think I've added mohair to like every single project I've done in the past.
You really have. You
year.
might have a problem. And the next thing we have coming up that we're doing also is mohair. So that'll be another thing we're going to be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What I have on my needles is the exact same thing. 'Cause I have this thing called yarn envy. When she buys something, I go, I have to do it too. So I literally do.
And then she does it faster.
No, and that's why I'm not.
You did an entire other sweater in between this, so don't even pretend. You don't need to give that to me.
Anyway, so I'm doing the exact same sweater, exact same yarn. The Faye.
Different color though.
I am doing
weird. You did more of a jewel tone, and I did
I don't know if this is considered a jewel tone. It is.
It's jewel.
The brick dust colorway. I'm in love with it. I'm so excited to wear it. I want some ideas maybe though. If you guys can help me with the styling on this. I love the color. Love it, love it, love it. I love all the same things that Sam has talked about with this yarn. It's fluffy, it's wonderful.
What about like a linen like trouser?
Ooh.
Like a wide leg trouser.
See, my thing is this color is so close to orange. I want to make sure I don't style it with black because then I'm going to feel very Halloween-y.
Yeah, no, but like
So,
if you do like a more like a linen like white, a white linen pant.
I wasn't asking you, I was asking them.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I like your idea though. So some ideas on how to style that when we get it done, because I would love to hear what you guys have to say because, you know, I tend to put a lot of things with black and orange and black. That was my thought.
Yeah, you don't want to do
I don't want to go too Halloween-y with it because I love that color and I think done right it's going to be great.
That's really
But I also wanted to show you something I just finished working on that I'm kind of excited about that isn't knitting.
Mm-hmm.
I know we talk a lot about knitting, but we did say at the beginning we were sometimes going to talk about other things. So
here it is.
Here it is. I just finished doing some embroidery. And I'm really stoked about it.
It's so pretty.
It's so cool. This is a pattern that I did. And I've done a little bit of embroidery, like for my kids, I do embroidery on felt, but this is my first time doing embroidery on like a, what do you call this? Material? I don't know.
Like a muslin?
Yeah, it was a kit. I bought the kit. It came with all of the thread. It's a Farrah Handmaids. She's got some really, really cool patterns.
We'll put up her information here and we'll link it in the show notes.
I got it on Etsy. She's got a lot of cool, she doesn't always have kits available, but she has lots and lots of patterns.
Okay.
I bought another pattern that I'm going to do because I'm kind of obsessed. I cranked this out in a really short amount of time.
She doesn't talk while she's doing it.
She was very upset because we were having like a knit night. And I was like, I'm going to do embroidery, you knit. And I was like, nope, not talking. I can't look up. I can't do anything.
You are really focused.
She was like, you're not my friend
But she
anymore.
did finish it really fast.
So I was really excited about this.
I really love that little frame.
I know.
Because you just get to hang it up.
It's rubber. It's like, it's not wood. It
the
looks
kids
wood.
can't hurt themselves.
The kids can't hurt themselves.
Or each other.
There's no splinters going on. It looks really cool.
I love it.
So this is a cool little knitting diversion I had, and I'm really stoked about it, and I want to share it with you guys. If anyone wants to try out her patterns,
now I have embroidery envy.
I mean, yeah, right?
I know, it's so good.
Anyway, I liked it. I thought, and her stuff is cool. She's got like dinosaur skeletons, and she's got
that's awesome.
Cool like fish in a little mason jar kind of things. And like light bulbs and celestial stuff. She's got all sorts of cool patterns.
That's awesome.
And it's just like a cool modern take on sort of the more...
Ooh, you could take some of those patterns and do it on like a fringe bag or something. Or any knitting bag.
Any knitting bag. Really dress up your knitting bag.
Oh, dang.
Anyway, so that's what's on my needles, kind of.
Well, that's a different
It's a different needle.
But it's still on your needle. All right.
So that brings us to...
Oh, that got weird.
Did it? That was cool.
Okay, that brings us to...
I like this too. Styling your knits.
Yes.
We've had so much fantastic feedback from you guys about the styling your knits portion, and we don't knit that fast.
Yeah, we don't.
Like, we knit fast.
But I've actually been enjoying Andrea Mowry and
Caitlin Hunter.
They put out that thing, and I love seeing everybody's outfits.
See, everybody really style their knits. I mean, it's something...
Well, because everybody does it so differently. You know, like Rachel from Spin Cycle looks so adorable in like all of her, you know, outfits, and then Andrea Mowry, but I like seeing everybody's outfits and how they're styling them and how they're wearing them every day, and seeing the actual knitted art out there, like people actually wearing it. It's awesome.
Absolutely. So, do you want to go first?
Yes, sure. So for my Style Your Knits, this is actually a little reminiscent because this is from the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
This is my Birds of a Feather, and this is Farmer's Daughter Fiber and mohair again. I know. It's literally since this project, I think I put mohair in like literally everything. I keep joking that it's like my Frank's Red Hot for knitting. But it's spring. Spring has sprung.
Finally.
Finally, it's warm. All of the leaves are coming out. It's so green. It's so beautiful. But it's still like a little brisk and chilly in the morning. Okay. Did I make a mistake? No.
You didn't make a mistake. I was just looking at the stitches.
Okay. So am I a little neurotic? Maybe just a bit. But it's still like brisk in the mornings and the evenings. So this is like a perfect time to wear your shawls. And we had people asking, how do you style your shawls? And so this is the Birds of a Feather by Andrea Mowry. And I paired this with my CP Shades like dress. Like it can be like a dress or a tunic, I guess. But I wore it here as a dress. And it's what I got when I was in Stitches West from Veronica's The Yoth booth. Mm-hmm. And it's a really great dress to wear with all sorts of different kind of shawls because it's a really simple like A-line dress that you can literally pair with almost anything. It's such a great color. It's like a denim-y linen, and that's denim and linen are two different things, but it's like a denim colored linen. Yes.
Fine.
So
I gotcha.
Yeah. But, you can pair it with all sorts of different shoes, sandals, boots, whatever. You can really do a whole lot with it. And I think that the CP Shades tunics allow for kind of like a blank slate to wear these types of things with. But the mohair makes it really, really light. It's still very, very spring. And it's really, really pretty. And then, at night when you get cold, you like literally just wrap it around you as like a little wrap. And you look fancy.
Super fancy.
Yes. I feel like I should have worn that to tea time in Scotland.
It was freezing.
It was freezing. That would have been a poor choice.
That would have been terrible.
It would have been a poor choice. It was very cold.
So for my Style Your Knits, I am styling, finally, at long last, my nurtured sweater.
It's been a journey.
It has been a journey. This sweater has been a journey for sure. Between giving you my first attempt at it and trying to make my own and having to order yarn a couple of times to get it right because I ran out a couple of times. It is finally done and I'm really in love with it. I decided to style this a little differently than I normally style things. For those of you who've been watching, you might have noticed I'm kind of a jeans and t-shirt kind of gal. Mm-hmm. I keep things relatively simple most of the time. But sometimes I do have to go a little fancy. And it's kind of weird because we both went a little fancy.
We did both go a little fancy.
And we don't usually plan these things. We just randomly bring stuff to the table and there it is.
She just says, we're going to do one of these, bring this, and that's just what I brought today.
And we both went fancy.
We did. Look at us being fancy.
Jive in here. Anyway, so I decided to style this sweater, again, outside of my comfort zone a little bit.
But awesome.
I bought this. It is a Free People high-waisted kind of pencil skirt. Mm-hmm. It's a denim pencil skirt. And when I found this skirt, the first thing I thought was, I am styling that with my nurtured sweater.
Yeah.
And it's a little, I don't know, for me it feels risque because it's like showing off the curves that I'm not necessarily always comfortable showing off. It's that, it's the part of my body that I'm still, regardless of where your curves are, when you got them, how they came about. We're not always comfortable with who we are.
Absolutely.
But I felt really, really confident being able to rock my style in this outfit.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a pair of clogs that I just got that I'm in love with. They're super comfortable. Who knew wearing a piece of wood on your feet would just be...
It's weird.
It's weirdly comfortable to just strap some wood to your feet, but I love those things.
I didn't get to wear them the first time around when they were super cool. I'm very excited that I get to wear them now.
So comfortable. So I styled this all together with, the skirt, the shirt, and the clogs, and I'm very happy with the results.
Yeah.
Again, kind of outside of my comfort zone, but I'm loving how it made me feel.
It's really, really good. I love it.
I think that's everything today.
I think that's it. Definitely just a reminder to follow the hashtag Spreading Miles with Smiles that we are going to be putting up under Magpie's Ravelry group. We're going to be putting up a FOs and kind of a discussion about
Milestone makes.
And then that hashtag as well, hashtag Milestone makes. Again, we'll have everything in the show notes. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We got a lot of plans. Kind of got stuff. We've got stuff now.
We've done some interviews. We did some interviews while we were at West that we still need to show you. We did some interviews while we were at
Edinburgh Yarn Festival.
And all of that is coming.
We'll get those out
and we're going to get those up for you to see because they were pretty cool, some of the people we got to talk with.
Yeah.
And thanks again for being you.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
I'm going to be at this for another hour and a half.
Perfect.
No.
Did it. You got her. Hi guys. Selvage Knits here. Nope. Because yeah, right. Just a little bit. Okay. No, it's still in there. Spit it back out of the cup.
Ew. Gross. Why is this so hard?
I don't know.
Every time.
Every time. We've been doing this for like 10 minutes now. Trying again. Take 2.
Hi.
Nope.
I'm waiting. You're doing
Oh, okay. Hi guys. This is Sam.
And Kat.
And I said that wrong. Okay, ready? And
Did you say this is Sam?
Yeah. So, we kids. Which ones are those?
That's yours. And Eric.
Checking in a 3.
Also check, is this wrong? Where should I be?
Should we be facing each other?
I feel like we should.
Let's just face each other completely. Just
Like legs and
the whole
twist the leg.
time.
There we go.
Hi guys.
Is this awkward?
Is this weird for everybody?
It's not weird for me.
It's not weird for anyone. This is